I know that stop cussing, Mercedes. Sometimes the points, like stop cussing. Okay, so with not having a credit card, you're not getting the maximum of points. You're not getting the maximum of why do I keep saying of points? Lord, I don't care what nobody says about some sweeps, about some we can do this in 24 hours. I can guarantee you this. No, you can't. No, you can't. So you mean to tell me all my debt from 1,500 years back you can erase in 24 hours? And then that type of stuff don't make you wonder what they doing? You that gullible that you finna give them $1,500 or $2,000 or whatever to do something like that because you that gullible? Huh? No. Okay, so I just wanted to give y'all a few reminders during your credit repair journey. I know that stop cussing, Mercedes. I know that this can get very frustrating sometimes, overwhelming sometimes, and credit repair, like it just makes you just want to say F it sometimes, like to hell with it. Do I really need credit? I don't care about my credit because, you know, it's a very tedious process. It requires a lot of patience, and then, you know, it's just very time consuming. But I do want to remind you of these things during your credit journey, regardless of what stage you're in, whether it's building, rebuilding, or just simply trying to maintain. Like, it does require discipline in each stage and patience, and just give yourself grace, most importantly. And don't compare yourself to anybody else, because we're all running a different race. We're all starting from a different point. So there's no reason in comparing yourself to somebody else, because you have no idea, you know, where they started from, what they're currently going through. Honestly, like, you have no idea. And everybody's situation is different. Okay, so number one, everybody's journeys will look different. You know, some of you will see deletions after 1 to 2 letters. Some of you, it just will take several rounds of sending dispute letters before you see updates or any changes in your credit profile and your credit score. So do not get so hung up in the fact that, like, when you're in these Facebook groups or just watching people's success stories on YouTube or any other social media platform, sharing how their deletions led to 30-point increases, 50-point increases on their credit score, and then you're wondering why, when you got something removed, all you saw was a 2-point increase, or maybe you saw no increase at all. Sometimes the points, like, stop cussing. That's like, it doesn't matter. You know, just don't get so hung up on the credit score. Your profile is just as important. Lenders are also looking at your profile. They're not getting hung up on a number. You know, it's about your history. Your credit history matters. How does your profile look? So don't focus on the number and stop comparing yourselves to other people. Number 2, just because a bureau responds that an account you disputed was verified doesn't mean that they actually verified the account. Always request a method of verification when you're sending in your disputes. Like, if you send in a dispute letter and then they just respond, this account was verified, and they don't send anything else, you have the legal right to ask them, okay, what did you verify? What was changed about this account? Who did you speak to? Show me proof that you did XYZ to verify this account. Don't just take what they say and just be like, you know what, forget it. I sent in a dispute letter, you know, and they said the account is verified, so it is what it is. Like, don't give up that easily, you know. Always request verification. You have the right to do that. Number 3, never dispute online. It's convenient for the creditor. It's convenient for the bureaus. It's convenient for everybody but you when disputing online. Nothing about disputing online is beneficial for you. It's beneficial for the other party. So don't waste your time disputing online. Always send in a letter. I don't care if it takes longer. You want things to last for a long time, not for a short time, okay? Especially credit, okay? Number 4, it's okay to dispute inquiries. Just make sure they're not inquiries that are attached to open accounts. What you don't want to do is disputing the inquiry that's attached to an account that is yours that you're actively using, because you don't want to risk that creditor assuming that you're disputing the inquiry because of identity theft and then them closing the account. So if you're disputing inquiries, make sure they're not attached to an account that you're actively using, and they're inquiries that aren't attached to any other account, or they're unauthorized, meaning that you did not apply for whatever it is that you're saying that it's saying that you applied for. Okay. Number 5, if a collection agency does not provide a document with your signature, keep fighting for verification. They may not have actual proof, and then if that's the case, the debt will have to be removed from your credit report. Now, I do want to say this though, collection agencies aren't just required to send in, or verification doesn't just look like a signed contract, a signed application. It doesn't just look like that. Verification can be a letter from the creditor saying that, hey, ABC Collections now own this debt. You'll have to go through ABC Collections to handle all disputes in regards to this debt. A verification can look like court letter document coming in the mail, informing you that you've been sued, and then on top of you calling the creditor, not the collection agency, and the creditor confirming that this debt has been sold to a collection agency. Verification isn't just signed documents. And so I always tell people, if you just want to be sure, contact the creditor. And if the creditor is willing to work out a payment arrangement with you, handle your business with the creditor. I will always suggest you go to the creditor to try to make payment arrangements, because you didn't establish or a history or apply for anything with no collection agency. You know what I mean? So if the creditor is willing to make payment arrangements with you and remove the account from collections, then always try that route. But in the event that you contact the creditor and they tell you that ABC Collections now has the debt, then you need to now go through ABC Collections to get that debt removed from your credit profile. Okay, so I just wanted to explain the different ways that what verification looks like with the collection agency, because it's not just signature only. Number 6, please do not skip court dates. If you're summoned to go to court, go. I know it's scary. I know it's intimidating. What do I say? What do I do? I can't think. I can't breathe. I'm not going to go. But what not going does is it results in an automatic win for the creditor and a default judgment for you. And we don't want that, because that can lead to all type of things. Your accounts being levied, wage garnishments, just some stuff that you don't want. Okay, you don't want that. So go to court. Sometimes the creditor won't show. Maybe the case will get dismissed. Maybe it'll get dismissed with or without prejudice, hopefully with. But it's like, what you want to, you never want to put yourself in a position to lose. So always go up and show up for yourself, fight for yourself, because you never know, if you get there, the creditor may have hopes that you don't show, and then they don't show, because they're assuming that you're not, so they can automatically win. So always go. And if they do show, that's your chance to make payment arrangements. That's your chance to say, hey, I sent a debt validation letter, but they didn't validate the debt. That's your chance to speak up for yourself and what you did and did not do, or what they did and did not do, and provide proof. But not going is the worst thing you can do. So suck that bleep up and go to court, okay? All right. Number 7, if your score drops because an account was deleted, do not be upset. I know your initial reaction is to be like, fuck, but don't be upset, because like I was saying in the beginning, your credit profile is just as important as a credit score. Sometimes you're not going to see any movements, but so what? A collection was removed. A charge off was removed. A late payment was reversed. So what if your score didn't increase? And I know it's easier said than done, because we really want good credit. Well, a lot of us do. But it's not, don't get so worked up because your score didn't increase. All right. Number 8, if you do not have a credit card, get one. You are essentially, okay, so with not having a credit card, you're not getting the maximum of points. You're not getting the maximum of why do I keep saying of points? Lord, you're not getting the maximum amount of points allowed by not having a credit card. So you want to get a credit card, Doesn't matter if it's secured or not, get a credit card. All right. Number 9, Credit Karma will have you ready to fight. So do not be looking at Credit Karma when it comes to your score. Creditors are looking at your FICO score. Do not get hung up on Credit Karma and that score. And when it dips and when it does this and when it does that, like, Credit Karma will have you enraged. So only look at Credit Karma to monitor activity, but do not look at that score. Okay, please. Number 10, please remember, you cannot erase years of bad credit in days. It takes time. I don't care what nobody says about some sweeps, about some we can do this in 24 hours. I can guarantee you this. No, you can't. No, you can't. So you mean to tell me all my debt from 1,500 years back you can erase in 24 hours? And then that type of stuff don't make you wonder what they doing? You that gullible that you finna give them $1,500 or $2,000 or whatever to do something like that because you that gullible? Huh? No. It takes months. Sometimes it takes 30, 60 days before you see your credit score change once you begin the credit repair process. Like, it's a journey. Nothing about this is fast. Absolutely nothing about it is fast, okay? So do not let nobody tell you that they can do XYZ or get however many accounts removed by a certain date. Don't fall for that, okay? I'm going to say that until I can't no more. Don't fall for that. The last one, let me tell y'all something. I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired. I'm sick of this. I'm finna give up. I'm finna blah, blah. The only person that you're hurting is you. And if you're a parent, bro, it's like having that mentality is just not cool. Like I quit, I give up, I don't want to do this no more because this shit is so hard. Oh, I still cuss. It's so hard. I don't want to do this no more. Like, come on, bro. Nothing about life has been easy for a majority of us, like a lot of us. Nothing about life has been easy, but you've gotten through everything that you thought you couldn't, right? Right. We've all been through some tough storms and been through some things that we thought we would never get past. But look at you. You've done it. You're over him. You're over her. You're over it. You're over that. You've been able to grow past certain things. Shit that used to make you mad doesn't make you mad no more. Like, giving up on yourself, especially in regards to financial credit, like in this sense, is the worst thing you can do for you and then the people that come after you. You know what I mean? Like, I have 2 little people who look up to me, you know, and my husband, we both think the same way. It's like, even when I do feel like, bruh, this is overwhelming, I give up, I can't do this no more. Like, I think about my children and I see their faces and it's like, I cannot give up. Like, even with my business, sometimes I want to throw in the towel and say, F it, I don't want to do this no more. But my business is named after my son, Ace. Like, I can't just give up on Ace, because if I give up on that, it's going to feel like I'm giving up, you know, on him and what could come from this, you know, like, don't give up. Like, I always stress taking a break, but quitting and saying to hell with this, like, I'm over it, it's just not working. That's the worst type of attitude that you can have, because you're still going to be there with your bad credit and all your financial issues because you keep giving up. You know what I mean? And it's just not worth it, you know? And so I have to apply the same mentality, not only with my business, but with my weight loss journey. Like, I haven't felt like myself since having my second child. Like, it's been so hard to lose weight or get back in shape, feel comfortable with myself. Like, it's been so hard, and it's only because I keep stopping. It's like, I'll get in a groove and I'll be like, I don't want to do this no more because I'm not seeing fast. It's not moving fast enough. Like, if you've had children before and you've had a C-section specifically, bruh, losing that pudge or that extra skin, it's like, if you don't go get surgery and get shit, it's like working for it. It's like so annoying, because it's like, these people are just going to go drop money to get bodies that they want. And here I am over here trying to do right, but it's like, I'm not seeing no progress, you know? And it's a lot of times that I want to give up and quit, but it's like, who am I really hurting by doing that? I'm not hurting nobody else but me. So giving up on yourself is the worst thing you can do. Like, take a break, seek advice, get a mentor, fall back, but don't quit. Always give yourself some grace. Like, a lot of us did not grow up having these type of conversations at home. So we're all trying to learn as an adult. Like, and I mean, that just kind of, it messes up the learning, because we're learning late in the game. But that don't mean just because we're learning late that we can't make changes, you know, in our life or whatever.
Although you are sad, you remain.
Come here, Ace. Lord have mercy. But anyways, so I'm gonna wrap this video up because my porcupine is up here. Say hey, tell them hey, Noodle.
Hey, Noodle.
No, you Noodle.
Okay.
No, they not. Don't call them Noodle. Say hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
All right. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Peace.
I love you.
Let's do.
I love you.
How are you?